Kina mama mko wapi? Muinue sauti oe. Mama ako na jukumu mingi sana kushinda baba. Mama anapika, anafua, anapeleka watoto shuleni, hospitali. Mkumbane na hali yenu. Kina mama mko wapi? Muinue sauti oe. Chenye baba anafanya, mama anafanya zaidi. Wamama tu, kwa kuwa tumetambuliwa. Ofisini ni nyinyi, biashara ni nyinyi, nyumba ni nyinyi, kwa wengi ni nyinyi, kwa chama ni nyinyi, washirika wengi wa kanisa ni nyinyi. Yesu kufuka ni wa mama. Ringa kidogo, tabasamu kidogo, kanyaga kama tausi, watu waone vile mnaweza. Kina mama mko wapi? Muinue sauti oe. Shukran.
Asante sana. Sasa nawakaribisha Kisumu Women ambao wanatuletea spoken word, na tafadhali wale ambao wameandaa fashion show mkaribie karibu na stage. Tafadhali tumemkaribisha kwa makofi. Makofi tafadhali.
Her Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, all protocols observed, good afternoon. I have a spoken words that I wrote it myself, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. The title is Strength of a Woman. I once met a beautiful woman, so courageous, proud, and confident. She expressed herself so dearly. She was understanding, patient, and a good listener. She took time to make decisions. I could tell from her speech that she was self-driven. Hi. A woman should take time to understand her purpose in this life. 'Cause if you don't stand on something, you will fall on everything. A woman is meant to change lives. Be open-hearted and forgiving. Being a woman, it costs a lot. So be ready for anything, because behind every beautiful smile, there is a story. Imagine 9 months with too much pain and cravings, but God uses that pain to bless you and put a smile on your face. Fortunately or unfortunately, you find yourself in a marriage, thinking that it is the best, but it ends up being a living hell. Still, God remains faithful and heals us so quickly. That's a woman. She never gives up by any situation. 'Cause one bad experience does not mean that your entire life is so miserable. Therefore, my fellow women, let us work out our duties with love and honor, for it is God who works in us in order to fulfill his good purpose. Take heart, move on with your head up high. I'm proud to be a woman. Thank you.
Asante sana. Kisumu Women wanaotuandalia fashion show, tafadhali uwanjani wenyu.
nataka kucheza. Nina mabeste ndani kwa party, tunataka kucheza. Shida ni mingi, leo nataka kucheza. You know, we just wanna party and enjoy. Leo lazima nyama kwa wingi, ugali kidogo, pombe kwa wingi, chesa kidogo, mapenzi kwa wingi, chuki kidogo, situzitoke mdogo. For the sun fits on us, tujibambe pamoja. For the sun fits on us, tulewe pombe pamoja. It's all about good vibes, and inshallah.
Kisumu Women Fashion Show. Mko tayari?
Salam sana mda bado salamu, nite Mamudi mjukuu wa salimu. Barua yangu minatuma masaibu, japo kwa kuwa kuna kitu cha nisibu. Niko tayari kuwa mlinzi wa getini, atokipenda kija kazi wa nyumbani. Niko tayari kuwa mlinzi wa getini, atokipenda kija kazi wa nyumbani. Nisikumba ili niwe muhalifu, nisikumba ili niwe muhalifu. Kakaji moro, yeah, I don't say, ile ntazidi kungangana. I wish angeli kwepo mama, mama yangu misingeteseka mie. Yeah, ile ntazidi kungangana. I wish angeli kwepo mama, mama yangu misingeteseka mie. Salamu, nite Mamudi mjukuu wa salimu. Barua yangu minatuma masaibu, japo kwa kuwa kuna kitu cha nisibu. Niko tayari kuwa mlinzi wa getini, atokipenda kija kazi wa nyumbani. Niko tayari kuwa mlinzi wa getini, atokipenda kija kazi wa nyumbani. Nisikumba ili niwe muhalifu, nisikumba ili niwe muhalifu.
Safi.
Ntazidi kungangana. I wish angeli kwepo mama, mama yangu misingeteseka mie. Yeah, ila ntazidi kungangana. I wish angeli kwepo mama, mama yangu misingeteseka mie. Yeah.
Asante. Makofi sana kwa huyo. Roho safi tu. Asante. Makofi tena. Kumbuka huyo ndiye ametengeneza hiyo wimbo. Roho safi tu anaingia.
Tamani mwanamume sio pesa, jumba na magari mazuri.
Wewe! Check them. Right. Right, roho safi tu. Wapi makofi ya wana women prison? Safi. Akina dada. Right. Number 3 ndio huyo anatoka, roho safi tu. Right, number 4 kutoka Kisumu Women Prison. Check it out. Check it out. Right. 1, 2. Wapi makofi ya huyo? 2, 3, so. One.
I've been around the world but never seen such kind of love.
Where? That's kind of love.
Such kind of love.
Sijaona. Roho safi tu. Again. Rosafi 2. Makofi. 1, 2, 3. Makofi. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Sante. Sante sana.
Pigie makofi. Asante sana section ya women kwa fashion show nzuri. Now, with your permission, Your Excellency, I would like to invite Regional Deputy Commissioner of Prisons, Wilfred Kati, to make his remarks, and invite Regional Commissioner Nyanza, Flora Moroa. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services, Dr. Salome M. Biako, the Commissioner General of Prisons, Brigadier Retired John K. Warioba, the Regional Commissioner, Madam Flora Moria, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. I welcome you to Nyanza region, particularly to Kisumu Command. At this command, we have 4 institutions: the Kisumu Maximum Prison, the Kisumu Women Prison, the Kisumu Medium Prison, and the Regional Commander's Office. Those are the 4 institutions in this region. And because of time, I now humbly request our Nyanza Regional Commissioner, Madam Flora Moria, to make her remarks. Thank you.
Her Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Salome Biako, Principal Secretary, Correctional Services, Commissioner General Prisons, Retired Brigadier Warioba, Secretary, Probation Services, Preeti Chandaria from the Chandaria Foundation, Mr. Dipti Mohanty, CEO, Mabat Rollings, Honorable Rose Nyamunga, Senator, Kisumu County, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. With your permission, Her Excellency, allow me to recognize the members of the Regional Security Committee present here. Kindly be upstanding. Thank you. I also request your permission, Her Excellency, to recognize the members of the county security team who are also here with us, and they have taken a very big role in the organization of this big day. Her Excellency, I'm very delighted to have you here today to celebrate the International Women's Day in Nyanza, and particularly in Kisumu County. Happy Women's Day. Kina mama hoye! Thank you so much. It's a privilege for us to celebrate this day at Kisumu Prison. It is in accordance with our government priorities. That is the bottom-up economic model to take care of this kind of people in our society. And I'm very, very grateful to the Chandaria Foundation for the establishment that they are coming up with in this prison, which is going to be very, very helpful to our prisoners, and particularly the women prison who are here in this prison. Thank you so much, Chandaria Foundation. May God bless you, and may you continue to do this good job that you are doing all over the country. I wish to take this opportunity to encourage our prisoners. I'm happy with what we have seen around here, the many things that you're doing, and for all those who are here, please take that chance, grab that opportunity and learn something, so that once you leave this place, you will be able to have a skill that you always remember you learned when you are in this prison. with those very few remarks, I welcome all of you to Kisumu and particularly to Nyanza region to celebrate the women prisoners here and also to celebrate the International Women's Day with us. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you.
With your permission, Your Excellency, I would like now to invite Samuel Mohingo from Sulfur Building Systems to make his remarks. Let's put our hands together and welcome him.
My name is Samuel Mohingo. I'm representing the CEO of MRM, Deputy Mohanty, who was mentioned before. He was not able to travel because of some other work commitments. So I'll just make a few remarks. Dr. Manu Chandaria is represented here, so I guess most of the information will come from Madam Priti. Your Excellency, the First Lady of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Principal Secretary, Dr. Salome Biako from State Department for Correctional Services, Commissioner General, Brigadier Retired John Warioba, Honorable Member of Senate present, I've had mentioned, the entire leadership team of prisons and organs of government present, all protocols observed. I think what gives us pressure today is to have you today. Your Excellency, this is a big day, International Women's Day. Previously, we've held these inaugurations and groundbreaking on pretty much almost same days. The last ones we've held before was during the Valentine's date. Last month, together with the Principal Secretary, we did hand over the last workshop in Meru. There's another one going on in Shimolatoa in Mombasa. The one in Kisumu is more enhanced. It has the ICT hub, which I believe will be a great benefit to the prisons community and the inmates post their release. As implementing partners, Sulfur Building Systems, will make sure that whatever we commit to do in regards to this project in terms of timelines, quality of workmanship, all that will be addressed to the satisfaction of the users, final users of this facility. So finally, I think I want to end it there and leave it to Madam Priti, maybe to give more details on whatever the project is all about. Thank you so much and for your time. Thank you.
With your permission, Your Excellency, I now invite Priti Chandaria, representative Chandaria Foundation, to make her remarks. Welcome. Put our hands together and welcome her kindly.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mrs. Rachel Ruto, welcome. P.S. Salome, welcome. Commissioner General Brigadier Warioba, welcome. Lady Justice Rosalind Aburili, well, I'm told she's supposed to be here. Welcome. I am here today representing my father, Dr. Manu Chandaria. Unfortunately, he could not be here as he is recuperating. The Chandaria Foundation thanks you, Your Excellency, for coming to Kisumu and laying the foundation for the Chandaria Kisumu Women's Prison Workshop. To date, the Chandaria Foundation has already built workshops at the following women's prison. At the Langata Prison, Women's Prison in Nairobi, Your Excellency, which you have kindly visited in the past. At the Meru Women's Prison, at the Shimolatewa Women's Prison. Today, you are here in Kisumu for the groundbreaking ceremony of the 4th workshop. The Chandaria Foundation is planning an additional workshop later in the year at the Nyeri Women's Prison in Kenya. This will cover all women's prisons in Kenya will have workshops. The purpose of these workshops is to give the inmates skills which will enable them to reintegrate into society and to help them rebuild their lives for themselves and their families. I have a personal request for Your Excellency. Today is International Women's Day. If a few inmates who have shown good behavior and remorse for their crimes could be released so that they could be joined with their loved ones and families. It has been my great pleasure to have represented the Chandaria Foundation at this wonderful function. Ume karibishwa kila mara nyumbani kuwangu ukiwa Geneva.
Thank you very much, Madam Pretty. It's now my pleasure, with your permission, Your Excellency, to invite the Commissioner General of Prisons, Brigadier Retired John Warioba, to make his remarks, and invite the Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services. Welcome. Piga makofi tumkaribishe.
Her Excellency, Mrs. Rachel Ruto, First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services, Dr. Salome Biako, the Secretary, Probation and Aftercare, Dr. Christine Obondi, the representative of Chandaria Foundation, Preeti Chandaria, the representative of the Chief Executive Officer of Mbati Rolling Mill, who just spoke over here, the Regional Commissioner, Nyanza Region, Madam Flora Mora, the Senator of Kisumu County, Honorable Rose Nyamunga, the representative of the Governor, Kisumu County, and the CEC Trade, Madam Farida, all our partners present here, led by my good sister, Caro Kinoti, all the Kenya prison officers present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and happy International Women's Day. I am pleased to welcome you all to this year's International Women's Day celebrations. The International Women's Day is celebrated annually on the 8th of March to recognize and celebrate the unique and diverse achievements of women globally. I wish to thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, for joining us today during the International Women's Day celebrations. We salute you for promoting, empowering, and uplifting incarcerated women. The theme of this year's International Women's Day, Accelerating Gender Equality Through Economic Empowerment, illustrates the importance of putting women at the core of recovery and bouncing back. Your Excellency, the Kenya Prison Service stands on the right side of history in appreciating the critical role women play in the service, in the national development and in the implementation of the international values and standards on gender equality and empowerment. At the moment, we are in the process of developing a departmental gender policy whose implementation shall secure gender equality and women empowerment in the service. We therefore commit to deliver and achieve a more equal environment where both men and women have equal opportunities for a better quality of life. In order to make this day memorable, we are all gathered here to witness another groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of Kisumu Women Prison Chandaria Workshop. We believe the workshop, like many previous ones, will go a long way in supporting our inmates acquire the necessary skills that will make them resourceful members of the society upon their release from prison. This initiative is in line with this year's International Women's Day theme and is a positive step towards the realization of our core mandate of rehabilitation and social reintegration of prisoners back to society. Your Excellency, allow me to express my sincere appreciation for the generous support and guidance the service continues to receive from your office in our quest to deliver on our mandate of rehabilitation and reforming offenders. Feel much appreciated for the support. I also thank Chandaria Foundation for the valuable partnership for funding life-changing projects in our correctional facilities. Indeed, the foundation has been at the heart of our transformative agenda. With those few remarks, it's now my humble pleasure to welcome the Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services, Dr. Salome Biako, to make her remarks and continue with the rest of the program. Madam PS, please.
Your Excellency, Mrs. Rachel Ruto, First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Brigadier Retired John Warioba, Commissioner General of Prisons, Dr. Christine Obondi, Secretary, Probation and Aftercare, Kisumu County Senator Rose Nyamunga, Farida Salim, Minister for Trade and Tourism, Kisumu County Government, Priti Chandaria, Trustee, Chandaria Foundation, Mr. Dipti Mohanty, CEO, Mabati Rollings Development Partner, all the other stakeholders and development partners led by Strathmore University and Caroline Kinoti, officers, all officers at Kisumu Command, all at our clients at Kisumu Women Prison, Kisumu Maximum, and Kisumu Medium, all other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The theme for this year's International Women's Day, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress, encapsulates the theme, the essence of why Your Excellency you're here. I am pleased to warmly welcome you all to the International Women's Day 2024. The International Women's Day is celebrated annually on 8th of March to recognize and celebrate the unique and diverse achievements of women globally. I wish to thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, for honoring our invitation during the International Women's Day celebration to officiate the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Chandaria Kisumu Women Workshop. Your Excellency, we equally salute you for your life-changing programs through environment and climate action, financial inclusion, women empowerment, faith diplomacy, and mental health and wellness. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we mark this day, it is indeed a defining moment, a time to appreciate how far we as a people of Kenya have come. But more importantly, it is a time to rededicate ourselves to the full freedom and participation of our mothers and sisters in building our nation. We all know the role our women play on a daily basis to develop our nation. Over the decades, we have made great strides in gender equality and empowerment of Kenyan women. But the journey is far from over. Equality in the home, in the public space, and at work remains to be attained. I therefore wish to thank Chandaria Foundation for this great initiative that not only complements our rehabilitation and reintegration programs at our correctional institutions, but also aims at empowering our women inmates to be productive members of the society once they leave our facilities and reintegrated and resettled in the community. Your Excellency, I have no doubt whatsoever that this rehabilitative initiative will certainly help many of the women inmates get back on their feet and eventually become contributing members of the society upon release. I am gratified to note that the workshop, once complete, will house the Karakana Initiative, championed by you, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. With those few remarks, it is now my humble duty to invite Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, to give your keynote address. Tafadhali tusimame, tumpigie makofi.
Thank you. We may be seated. Dr. Salome M. Biako, Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services. Brigadier Retired John K. Warioba, the Commissioner General of Prisons. Farida Salim, CECM for Trade, Tourism, Cooperative, Industry and Marketing, County Government of Kisumu. Flora Moria, Regional Commissioner, Nyanza. Wilfred Kati, Deputy Commissioner of Prisons, and all prisons officers present. All government officials and elected leaders present. Rose Nyamunga, former women representative. Priti Chandaria, Chandaria Foundation, and the team from Safal Group, all inmates and the Kisumu prison community, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Happy International Women's Day. I'm happy to join you in celebrating this significant day. Today, we are gathered here at Kisumu Women's Prison, united in solidarity with women across Kenya and around the world. I bring you greetings from the President, Dr. William Ruto, who sends his regards to all the remarkable women of our nation, including those present here. He is celebrating this day in Embu County. Last year, I celebrated the day with the women at Langata Women's Prison. I'm glad that I'm able to join you here in Kisumu for the 2024 celebrations. As we came through town, I noticed how orderly and clean Kisumu is. I congratulate the governor for the great work the county government has done to make Kisumu a model city. After conducting a tour of the women's prison facility, I want to take this opportunity to commend the team led by the commissioner for a job well done in taking care of the women here. The children's area is a state-of-the-art facility. I thank you for ensuring that the children are growing in a conducive environment despite the circumstances their mothers find themselves in. As we gather under the theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress, we recognize the importance of inclusivity and empowerment in our society. This is a call for all of us to invest in the potential and well-being of women, knowing that the empowerment is not just the right thing to do, but a catalyst for progress in every sphere of life. When you invest in women, when you invest in a woman, she transforms her family and her community as well. I want to express our gratitude to the Chandaria family represented by Priti Chandaria of the Chandaria Foundation for their unwavering support in empowering vulnerable Kenyans. It is through contributions of partners like Chandaria Foundation that people have been transformed and empowered. Priti, pass our regards to Dr. Manu and our dear mother, Mrs. Aruna Chandaria. Please thank them on my behalf for consistently looking out for the interest of others. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this great day, I want to remind everyone that being in prison is not an end in itself. It can be a new platform for finding oneself and opening new chapters of life that can change the lives of inmates and other people. This facility can be the place where the lives of these women change for the better. I say this because I have seen lives transformed. Our visit today is supported by scriptures in Matthew 25, verses 35 to 36, and I quote, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." End of quote. My work in prison started in 2016 when I received a call from the Langata Women Prison with a request to introduce Joyful Women organization to them. Joyful Women is a table banking-based economic empowerment program where members meet every month to save, borrow, and invest money from the table, which they use to start and grow their businesses. Table banking was not going to work in prison because the inmates are not in a position to run a business and earn an income. After months of seeking a suitable solution, I went to Langata Prison and taught cross-stitch, a skill I learned when I was young. Cross-stitch is a form of count thread stitching that produces a pattern which, when finished, looks like a picture. A magnificent piece of art indeed. These cross-stitch lessons at Langata Women's Prison saw the birth of a life-changing program that enables the inmates to earn a living because they are paid for every stitch in a finished cross-stitch piece. After Langata, we were able to introduce the program to Nakuru, Shimolatewa, Kakamega, and Kitale women's prisons. Our intention is to be in all women's prisons in Kenya. Through cross-stitch, we have seen the inmates become economically empowered. This has enabled them to educate their children and take care of their families while behind bars. The program has made it easy for the inmates to be accepted back into the community once they leave prison. Cross-stitching is an activity that brings joy and pride to everyone who engages in it. For the women in prison, this skill gives them dignity, an income, respect from family, and a feeling of achievement. It also contributes to their mental well-being as it is relaxing, keeps one busy, and focused on a goal to finish the piece perfectly. Since inception, the program has benefited 1,200 women who have been trained on cross-stitch, with over 7,000 lives impacted indirectly. To date, over 25 million Kenya shillings has been paid out to those who have made cross-stitch pieces. You too have an opportunity to join this group of empowered women. God willing, we will come back here soon to train you on cross-stitch. Thank you. I urge those responsible for the women's inmates to encourage them to learn, to earn an income-generating skill, some of which will be provided through this workshop we are launching today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude, let us carry forward the spirit of hope, belief, and empowerment that defines this day. Let us pledge to support and uplift women in our communities, workplaces, and homes, advocating for policies and actions that promote gender equity and ensure equal opportunities for all. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to making this International Women's Day celebration a success. With those few remarks, it's my singular honor to declare the construction of the Chandaria Kisumu Women Prisons Workshop officially launched. Thank you for your kind attention, and may God bless you. As I sit down, wakati ninaketi, mnikubalie niseme asante kwa nyote, haswa wale ambao wameweza kututumbuiza siku ya leo. Yale maneno ambaye mmesema ni maneno ya muhimu sana na ni maneno ambaye inasaidia jamii. na kama vile tumesema, Mungu azidi kutusaidia na wasaidie hata wakati mko hapa gerezani, maana tunajua kwamba kwa majaliwa yake Mwenyezi Mungu siku moja mtatoka. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
With your permission, now, Your Excellency, I would like to invite you for a cake cutting session. And I will invite PS Correction, Department for Correctional Services, Regional
Shukran. Naomba kwa ruhusa yako sasa tuketi. Kwa ruhusa yako Mama wa Taifa, tutasilia kusimama. Naomba wananchi mahali popote mlipo msimame kwa sababu ya wimbo wa taifa, na kisha baada ya wimbo wa taifa na waomba msalie kusimama na tumruhusu Mama wa Taifa kuondoka. Asante sana.